Good morning, Flosstube. It's Elise from Stitching Wish. Today is the, we're looking in my diary, the 29th of January. So I'm back for my fortnightly update. I've got a little bit of haul today and a few different whips to show you. I've not got any finishes this week and any finishes for a while, but I'm hoping I will get a finish soon to show you. Got one that I want to pull out, but because my projects are the ones I work on in Morley, the homework, sometimes it doesn't fit the criteria, should we use that word? The prompt. So I do whichever, but I'm not bothered if I don't get finished for a couple of months. I don't mind about that. I've got my cup of tea and my water. And we'll do haul first. Right, so I've got some, I wanted a piece of fabric for the Linen and Threads 2019 style, which I think I showed you last week, or if not a couple of weeks ago. And I wanted to restart it because I couldn't see. 1/1 was really hard on 28 count. So I bought this one for this. So this one is an 18 count Ada 18 by 26 inches. I thought this would look nice with that green I chose. Sorry for the crinkling. And then I couldn't just order one fabric, so I ordered another one. And this is a 16 count 13 by 18. This one. Which is nice. And on Facebook, somebody was selling eBay. Somebody was selling a lava work stand for, I think it was up for, they had to make an offer on, buy it now, on a bid, I think, and I bought it for £60 and I think it was something like £7 postage. So I've just brought so I put my Q-snap onto here like that, and I screw this up and it tightens it up here, and then this I attach onto my L shape. I've only got the little one. I've got the standard one. I haven't got the extra one. I might, if I move my lava downstairs, I might need to buy the long one, the extra. Only because some of my chairs have got a wide armrest, and that's the only reason I would have to buy it for. So that's the haul. There's the only 3 things. I've got some things coming today. Oh no, I have got something else, but it's still in my car. I ordered a Q-snap, not the R&R one, the proper Q-snap frame. I think it's an 8x8, or is it 9x9? Whichever. It's not the really small one, it's the next one up, because that's the one I go to stand at. But since I've been using this, I've been using my 11x11. As long as my fabric fits. I know like some of them, my fabric don't fit, and I've got, so this one's my 11x11. You sneak peek of a whip. And I've been attaching that to my lava and working from there. And since I've bought my lava stand, I've been stitching quicker than I was. Because 300 stitches, it used to take me, I could do 250 when I finished work. And 250 to 250 stitches plus, but now I'm doing like 600. Right, so we're on to whips. So I've got my diary here, and I've got my whips wrote down. Put that to stop it, and I'll go. Let me just pull this off. Bits I need. Right. I mean, just need that one. Don't need. I maybe should have pulled this out before. That one. Excuse me. Right, I'm sorted now. No. So the first one, yeah, I'll do it. I know there's been more parts of this come out, but I just haven't printed them. Right, all mine are on floss cards, which I think I show you every week. And a lot of these colours will go back into the whip each box. Right, so this is a year of black work. And I think we're on to like the last number 5 this week. I think. Yeah, because it comes out every Wednesday. So I need to catch up on this one. And I have done, I don't know if you'll see that, 1 and 2. It does come up nicely on this fabric in real life, but at the moment it's not. Plus I've seen a border which I'm going to do. That's sort of, yeah, I've got plenty of room to do a border. I'll have to look at the borders. And hopefully this will get some love this week. So, sorry. So, the homework that went with is a project that enabled you to start by someone else in Magical Stitches or another virtual group that you belong to. Right. So, one of my Facebook friends was showing me it. She enabled me. What I said. She enabled me to start it, and I got the points for that. So I had to do 200 stitches on that, which I think the first block was. When did I do that? Yeah, I think that was the first block. Just check. Yeah. So we'll go on to throw this on the floor. Throw my out of the way. Right, so this one I've not got a front cover for. So it's a magazine, and I've got the magazine upstairs, which I'm trying, it won't photocopy very good, so I'm trying to put it on my software. So I'm not changing anything about it, I'm just so that I can print it in black and white and I can see it clearer. So this one is the terracotta, no, not terracotta, cards. So, and that's where I've got up to. So that one was stitch on something you think is dainty, and I thought this was cute. So I said this was, I thought this, because it's a small, so, and I got the points for that one. I think that's the only thing that went for. Don't think. just double check it's not on. No. Right, the next one, which is the camper van. Did I call for this one? And I've called this camper van, but is it actually called Are We There Yet? That one. And we've made, what have I done this? I've done 200. I'll just check there's no more. I haven't used it for any. Yeah, I've used it for 2 prompts on homework. I've used it on. No. Right, so this one is. So that is where I'm up to. So I used it for something that relates to the great outdoors or camping. You could go camping in a camper van, and for 200 stitches. And then for enchanted, so these are magical stitches, the previous one. For enchanted stitching, I used it for that one. A stitch on a piece that contains an animal that you would dress up as at 250. And I said I would dress up as a hedgehog. Because I love hedgehogs. Sorry, I don't know. So here's the hedgehog. That one. I put them all back in the bag. Why is my table? Yeah, I've got a long table, but it'd be a right mess. So let me pull these ones forward before I start reaching for things. Right, this one, my next one is Santa's house. Sorry, I've not put these in a very good order. I'm just, so Santa's house. So I used this one for I talked about this, I think. Yeah. So Santa's house, I used it for 2. So stitch on something that could be hidden in a that could be hiding a trapdoor for magical stitches. So that's for 200 stitches. And enchanted stitching, stitch on a piece you find fun or add your stitches to a piece that you feel is drowning in Santa's for 250. So I don't remember now. I've got it on my phone. I'm filming on my phone, should I say. I can't remember what I said. I don't know if I said I felt like it's a long one because I started it whenever I started it and I'm still waiting for it to be finished. Right, so and that is where I've got up to on that one. I am seeing progress. I don't know if you can, but I am seeing progress on some of them. Because when I look at my photos, my before and after, when I upload them onto the groups under the prompts, I go, oh wow, did I really stitch that much? And I'm also keeping track of, I couldn't, who is it? I think Christina from Stitch All the Things did where you track your days, what you stitch on each month. So I've been doing that and I've been colouring in a different colour for a new start, a different colour for the days I worked on it, and then a different colour for a finished project, so I can see it along the timeline from January to whenever I finish the project of each one. But rather than write, I might actually write each one. I might write my whips in and then print it that way, because I can do that. And then I just print 12 of them, 12 of that sheet, so I know what I'm up to. I might do it like that. But for now, I'm writing it in. What are we up to? Done Santa's house. Once upon a time. So this one has had some love again this week as well. So hopefully I'll bring it out next week. You might not see any. Right, so this one has had something that relates to Peter's direction for 250. So I've said, I think I said the castle, whoops, that one. And this one. So magical stitches, since our stitch on your most boring project makes you want to sleep. I said the black thread makes me want to sleep. So I think I've done the top of that since last time, a couple of rows. So that one is so that's the shine the captain stitching black floss or gold for 100 stitches for enchanted stitches for the monthly ones. So before Friday, I've got 7 monthly ones to finish. I've nearly done weekly. I've done magical stitches this week because it's one prompt, and because it's a short week to finish on. It's got to be finished for Friday, and I'd finished extra credits way before because I only joined. So I'm not bored about monthly this month if I don't get them all done. But then next month I'll plan it so that I work on homework for magical stitch, see if I can link them. Sometimes I can link the same project twice, the same prompt, and I just do, so if magical stitches want 200, I do 250, so I can do both groups at the same time for the same photos. Depends what the prompt is, so you can double dip that way. What did I don't know what that was. Right, so that's Once Upon a Time. So this one, Animal, the new 2020, still seems strange saying 2020 still. Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Whip. Right, so this has had some, and it'll have some love again today. Better. So you can see where I've got up to. So I worked 1, 2, 3 days on that the first week, and then I worked on, I didn't work on the second week, that's fine, but it's had some, right. So enchanted stitches for 250, stitch on something that relates to pirates or pirates who, pirate weapon or ship, etc. So I think that I said the border, so the bit round it is silver, and the swords and the pirate, I've got silver swords, something like that. I don't know if I said that, I can't remember. So that's for 250. That's the only prompt. Stitch on something that relates to the ride It's a Small World by Magical Stitches. There are penguins in the ride, so that I got that. So that's that one. Right, linen and this one. Sorry, keep getting me turn them round. So I don't know if I said, I can't remember if I said, but I bought a hand dyed floss hack for this one. And have I got? Yes, I have. And that's what we're working on. So this was a new start on the 18th of January. And I've just dropped my thing on the floor, never mind. And I did this for, if I remember rightly, I don't think I did it for any homework. Just double check. No, I didn't. But I used it for, so I watched Bambi and you had to watch a film and stitch on something. So that's what I did. And that is where I'm up to. So I've got some good progress on that. I do like the slight, I can see slight variation sometimes in it. I don't know if you can. Let me just pull it out. And the needle minder is from them as well. They had a little sewing needle minder that came with it. So this is, I think it's 80, can't remember. I don't know if this came last time I filmed. It was due to come and then I started it. So that's, so the, which you had to watch the film, and so I did that for magical stitches. And you did as many stitches as you want, so you just put your before and after. You didn't really have to count, but I did count it because I thought I used it for something else, but I can't find what else I used it for. Oh, I did, but I took it off. I know, I used it for a crocodile swallowed hook's hand, and now TikTok gives, so you've got to do so many ticks, I think 4,560 ticks, or 4,560 stitches, but I thought, and then I gave up, so I've deleted that, but I'll come back and maybe, I haven't enough to design one of them, I might do that on, but if I don't get that done, I don't get it done. I'm going to concentrate on the others. Yeah. So I'll just put that on the floor. What are we up to now? So happily ever after. So happily ever after, stitch on a project that contains a moon. This one contains a moon there for extra credit, and I've got that because it's been marked this morning. Have I used it for anything else? No, that's fine. So that's what I've used that one for. You had to do 300 stitches on that one for. So that was for extra homework for magical stitches. Yeah, I'm all over the place today, sorry. I'm saying a lot. So I'm like, I've got whips at this side of me, whips at this side of me. Oh, no, I haven't got a front cover for this one. No. This one. Right, so this one I did 300 stitches on in total. There we are. Right then, so this one I worked, so each ride has been damaged as hidden letters to solve the puzzle on the project that contains a word that starts with with one of the letters. So you had F, M, E. So in the whole whip, you didn't have to stitch on it, just had to contain it in your whip. Is F. So there's a fox. So I chose F for fox because there's a fox in it. So so that was for 100 stitches. The second one, you had to do a start and stop for each one. Each ride that has been damaged has hidden letters to... Yeah, I've just read that again. So the letter R, I, R, S. So I chose S for the stem of the pumpkins. So the pumpkins got a stem on. I got the points for that, yeah. This has been marked. I'm thinking, has it been marked? Yeah, it has. So the next one was T, P, N. So I chose P for pumpkin for that one. I think they're the only prompts I used. Next page. No, there's none on. Did I show you this last week? So this is what I used. I highlight off what I got. So orange is for... So I did pink for my last video, so the ones I talked about last week. The orange are the ones that I've just talked about this week. Then when I print this off next Sunday, when the prompts come out, or maybe it'll be earlier than for that, I will mark them all pink and then green for the ones from this week, and then next week's will be green, and then I'll do orange. And then when I print, so it makes sense, yeah. So I know the ones I've talked about, I'm not backtracking if I'm using the same whips all the time. So that was, Christmas at Home. So this one was Enchanted Stitches for £2.50. Stitch on something called stitch on a piece that's related to Hook's crocodile. So stitch something called, so they gave you examples, something called blooded, something green, a clock, a hand of a person. It just had to contain it, you didn't have to stitch on it. Just says stitch on a piece of it. So I said this project's got a lot of green in it. So my Christmas tree, which I should really put away, but if it fits the prompts, I'm using it. I don't care that it's January or end of January. I don't care how stitch on Christmas. I think there's a group on Facebook, and I can't remember which group it is, but once a week they stitch on something Christmassy all year round. So it might be that every Sunday, I think it is, they stitch on a Christmas piece. It's going cold now. I think that's the only thing it matched to. So you had a rhyme and stitch on something in the rhyme. So the rhyme was, this is weird, like a man with a beard, green skin and pig's eyes, frog's legs and fireflies, a dark cave with loud cries, a girl with tear in her eyes. So I did a man with a beard, because Santa's got a beard in Christmas at Home. And some of them, I'm not sure different colours in some of them. Oops, never mind. And there's no on that one. And this one, is this the next one? Yeah. So, Guardians of Notre Dame. I'm quite proud of where I've got up to with this one. I think last time I'd finished going round. So, this week I've done the back stitching on the number 1, and I've started working on number 2. So that's where I'm up to with that one. So the prompt I did for that one, stitch on a piece that has confused you, maybe directions weren't clear, or maybe you didn't know how to do a specialist stitch in the piece. So I said the back stitching confuses me on this one, because it does. I'm confused with it being like looking like the church windows, like shattered glass ones. That's what it confuses me. Did I use it for any others? No. Oh yeah, I did. I've started, so for Read It or Stitch It, I've done the Fontalon setting the pass appropriate 850 to 920. So I said the church where Guardians was made, or the church in Paris, because it's mainly Paris, Notre Dame Church, was, sorry, did I say, was the early centuries, and I've got it because I asked. I don't know if I've got it, but if not, I've only got 67 more stitches to do on that. But if I get to like Friday, I've done all my homework and all, and most of, and all the extra credits, which I don't think I'm going to get done. I will, yeah, because there's one here. Stitch. So this is no. Let me do examples next week in a minute. I'll do that in a minute. Right. So this one, yeah, is my Heather Rev design. Sorry, is my snowman. And I have got up to there on that one. Hope you can see it all. So the prompts for that one was stitch on a piece that related to John. So I said John wears a hat for, and tried to stitch for 300. And I used it for 250. Stitch on a piece that with a hat or cap. So, but I couldn't link them because the same group, I couldn't double dip. So I had to do 300 on, no, 250 on this one. No, I think I did 300. Yeah, I did that one first. No, I didn't. That's next week. Sorry, I've just read the wrong. I should really look at my colours. That's next week. That's this week to talk about next fortnightly. Oh, honestly, me. Yeah, because there's another one here which I'm not reading now. Well, stitch on a piece with a hat or a cap. He's got a cap. You know that for extra crotchets, extra homework. So that's that one. So my last whip to show you today is, and I've not brought the front cover for it, is my mini Snow White. Hold it up. You can see, and that is where I've got to. So I've been using Pattern Keeper for the Snowman and Snow White. And tell you what, I do stitch faster as long as there isn't a lot of change of colours. Yeah, and because I'm changing colours, but half of the time my colours are not all on the tags yet. So I'm having to put them on tags, etc. Blah, that's called. Go for this then. So this week I've I've got to do is stitch on a piece that has something involving a button for magical stitches. This wasn't announced until we spun the wheel on Monday, and I said that my snowman has got buttons on. Well, pieces of colour that look like buttons, but yeah, I've got buttons on, or it's got button eyes. The next one, these are enchanted, this is homework, enchanted stitches. Stitch on a piece that an object that contains trapped. I said Tinkerbell could be trapped inside one of the globes. And then stitch on something that relates to mothers or something reminds you of your mother, include an explanation. My mum wears a lot of black, so I've used my Once Upon a Time with just a black floss for that one. So hook connects to Darling Children, Lost Boy. Either would you an option either join the bank or walk the plank? What would you choose? So stitch on a piece that represents this choice and explain why. So I said walk the plank. I swim with the turtles. So I've got a one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the fabric comes today. I got an email to say it was postage. I don't know if it's second or first class. It should be here today, if not tomorrow at the latest. The sea turtle one, which I think I showed you last week, where I'd got all the, or bought a couple of weeks ago, where I'd ordered it from someone that does the, like, floss all done in one rather than buying all separate. And she does work out cheaper when you're buying like 200 flosses, when you would actually need the whole skein of floss. The last one for this homework is stitch on a piece that reminds you of a ship, golden sparkly, flying, happy ending. So a fairy silicon from it's not Heaven and Earth, it's Charting Creation. I think Sea Turtle's Charting Creation as well. Yeah, it is. It's a fairy. I've got a fairy and a fairy flies. So I said that's for that one. So that's all week homework, and then I'm not reading, but that's this week's weekly to do. And I think I've only got 1, 2. I've got 100 stitches left on animal. This one to do. I've only got 100 left on that. So after that, I've only got 2 for the homework, which should be done today. If I can't do the sea turtle, I'll go on to my weekly, my monthly, and get some of these done. I've wrote in pencil what I want to do here, this side, so that I can, and then I highlight it off. Then when I print it, so when I print it next time, all the orange ones will be pink, and then the green ones will stay green. So plans for this week, this fortnight, is to hopefully get some progress on Sweet as Pie. Hopefully it'll prompt. I might even, I don't think, I ain't got gold or silver in it. I'll have to see if there's any white in it, because you've got 100 stitches on white and green. Now I'm using because it's like teal, but I said it's a shade of green. I could use 500 stitches. I was stitching Expect to Enjoy, but it's turned out to be a villain. I could say it's my oldest whip and all this. And if I can't do it a white, I'll look. I've got a project that is all white to find some dark floss for fabric I made today. And I think that's about it. If I'm not talking as loud, I'm sorry. I will be back hopefully a fortnight today, and then I will decide what I'm doing from March, because hopefully I will have March's rota staffing my March's rota for work to see when I'll film a video and when nobody's in the house. I don't like to film when nobody's in. Thursday it will be a no-go unless my mum takes grandma shopping on a Thursday and I just won't go. Once a fortnight, yeah. Or if they both go out somewhere on a Saturday or something, then I'll film then. But other than that, I will see you all in a fortnight. Bye.